Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see a matchup of elite linebackers, each with Super Bowl rings. It's Clay Matthews and Von Miller. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy night. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. Cody Latimer now on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Northwestern University. It's Trevor Siemian.
This young man is near and dear to my heart. I saw him play in high school. Olympia High School in Orlando, Florida, where he was a prolific passer, real smooth in delivering the football. Had to sit a while at Northwestern before he got his chance to be a full-time starter. Showed his potential. Drafted late in the process by Denver. And now he's got a chance to be a starter in the NFL.
Siemian on first down. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
They go play action here on first down. Keeps himself upright. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A very solid gain of 27.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To the air again, Siemian. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Simeon throwing again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Let's talk about the starting lineup offensively for the Denver Broncos, and let's talk about Devontae Booker.
I always described him as a guy who 8 carries in college, meaning just keep handing it to him, and he got better as the game went on. Had a knee injury his last year at Utah, comes in a little bit older than your average back, but boys, he's skilled and talented. And he emulates Emmitt Smith in one way. Loves to keep the ball in his left hand at all times.
Now Simeon on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Virgil Green, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. That time a 6-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember meeting him when he was playing at Cal, and I remember walking away thinking, instead of having Rodgers stitched on the back of his jersey, it should just say confidence, because that's how he felt about his own abilities and his ability to elevate a team.
They go play action for Montgomery, and now Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man, complete. 30, past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, 75 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. Space to maneuver at the 40. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talked about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Here's Simeon. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, here's Simeon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Able to get away. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Virgil Green is tight end, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. And a peek at the defense for the Packers.
Some people think it's trite to say, but it's hard to be great in the NFL. But Nick Perry, he's starting to round into form. Had 12.5 sacks in his first 4 years in the league. Had 11 in 2016. And has become a force off the edge for Green Bay.
On second down, Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They run again on first down. Anderson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Now a give. Running right is Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Red zone opportunity. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. C.J. Anderson punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
McManus now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it's C.J. Anderson who tops it off with the touchdown run. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. To Montgomery to begin the drive. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. On second down, Montgomery. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Throwing is Rodgers. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. Rodgers to Cobb. Good for a Green Bay first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Fresh set of downs here. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Time for us to spotlight C.J. Anderson. Yeoman's effort on that last drive. 7 carries, got the touchdown as well. And the O-line probably got a little extra oxygen on the sideline in between.
And deservedly so, because they were also calling for him to continue to get the ball, because there's a rhythm that gets established, right? When you're running it well and the back's getting the ball and he's in sync and reading blocks, and the offensive line wants to continue to pound away. Haven't met an offensive lineman yet that likes to pass block more than he likes to run block. And that last drive, we saw the end result, didn't we?
Yep, and all were rewarded with a trip to pay dirt. Now Simeon looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd down following the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Simeon. And caught right side, Green. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Simeon. Got a man, he finds Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 1st down as it's Simeon with a hook up to Sanders.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. On 1st down, it's Simeon. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a first down throw, Simeon. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll run for it with Anderson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. C.J. Anderson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And that'll give them a two-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's C.J. Anderson who tops it off with the touchdown run. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. On second down, here's Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. On now is the Packers punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this will be taken at the 13. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now we look at C.J. Anderson as he trots back out there and gets set to go on offense. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
On first down, Simeon. He goes underneath for Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Broncos are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Packers just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. All right, let's roll those highlights. 1st and 10. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 7-yard line. Broncos now later on the drive. The pass will be caught over the middle, and this play will go for 6 as they get out to a 7-0 lead. Now 1st and 10. Adams wide open on the deep pass, and he's going to go 75 yards for the score, as that evens the score at 7-7. Broncos take it early in the second. Anderson's got it off the left side here, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. The Broncos up by a touchdown. Broncos now late in the second quarter. Anderson's looking for room to run, and he ends up rushing in for a second touchdown. Broncos up now by 14.
All right, Larry, these 2 teams back out there as we get set and ready for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And an alley to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Looking deep for Adams. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Trying to get it to him again on another deep ball.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Rodgers. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy is going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
So now it's 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And this is the 10th carry for Ty Montgomery. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And it's up and good. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery. Crosby on now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go. Green, 39.
Out of the gun, Simeon. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Broncos on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15.
Here we go now.
To throw is Simeon. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Again, Anderson. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hang on now. Green, 39.
Simeon now to throw. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that can turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. first down. Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here we go with 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Here's Rodgers. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Rodgers going to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Von Miller in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Back-to-back great plays defensively. You get the sack on 1st and goal. A great job in coverage there. All of a sudden, they're looking at 3rd and goal from further back than when they started.
And the really good play callers look ahead and down and distance sequence. Now he's got to backtrack a little bit and go maybe off his play sheet to try and dial something up here.
Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 36 yards out. And the former Colorado Buffalo, Crosby, puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
So you knew one way or another that you needed 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll need to get the ball back.
So, Brandon, the question is, how do you accomplish that? You can onside kick it, or remember, since you've got all 3 timeouts, you can still kick it deep and try to play defense.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Time for us to spotlight C.J. Anderson. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's gotten off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case,
they give it to Anderson, and he stopped immediately there. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Ten yards still left on second down. They run it again with Anderson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go!
Booker on the counter. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And here we go, partner. It's his time to shine.
And I've yet to meet a quarterback who had any type of greatness, any type of longevity in the league that didn't secretly love this type of an opportunity. To be the focal point, have a chance to take a team all the way downfield and win the game, that's when they get their stripes.
Yeah, that's when they get their stripes, and he has to take them the length here. Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And the spike will come with 34 seconds to go. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And under 20 seconds now as the spike comes with 18 ticks remaining. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys who's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.